my dad was a songwriter. That's why I was born in Nashville. But the piece of advice he always gave me was, you don't need to try to come up with these obtuse ideas and concepts. It's like, write what you know, write what you're, like, say what you're trying to say when you write music. You don't need to have people try to interpret it. You can just say what you want to say sometimes. And that, sometimes there are spaces where metaphors are great and these deeper layered things are wonderful. But sometimes saying what you need to say very directly is the best line you could write. And that has stuck with me, of like, telling stories, really talking about those details of those moments and trying to build out those pictures and those like mental videos you're talking about. And not trying to get too fancy when I don't need to. Because something about describing those moments evokes those feelings and allows people to tap into that with you. And I think that, to me, is what I love about songwriting, and about the songwriters I look up to, and I try to emulate. Yeah.
So when you write a song, and of course you play either the guitar or the piano while you write the song, are you writing the song for the instruments, or are you writing the song for the words?
Yeah.
When you finish a song and it is done completely, produced out in the world, do you want that song to focus more on the music or the lyrics, or maybe a combination of the two?
Yeah, people always ask, like, yeah, lyrics first or music first. To me, they come from both directions. I'll be playing piano and come up with a melody and then write lyrics to that, or I'll be playing chords on the guitar I love, or I will think about a line randomly at the grocery store, or think about a story I want to tell and then add music to that. So both ways. Because of how many instruments I played growing up, I also played trombone. I will never bring that out in a Nashville setting. I'm not very good at it. I played trombone until I was about as tall as the trombone, and then gave that up. But it's one of those things where because of the amount of music that I did play growing up and I had exposure to, the sounds and the music really does matter to me, even though I want people to be able to focus on the lyrics and the storytelling. I have a great producer right now, Tyler Skye, and one of the things I loved about when we sat down for our first session was, he's like, yeah, like, let's, we want your lyrics and your voice and the storytelling to be first and foremost, and knowing that, let's figure out what your sound is like around that. Like, how do you accent that the right way without overpowering it? So it's been a lot of fun to build out what that music looks like. I have a great guitarist as well, Margo Beaver, and she's been fantastic in writing guitar pieces that complement my voice too, or my lyrics. So it's lyrically driven, but it doesn't mean you have to neglect the rest of it. Yeah.
So is the production process difficult when you're working with someone that might approach your song a little bit differently than you think they should?
In the driveway, that look on your face, I can see the tears.